What's up, y'all? It's KT. If you guys have not already subscribed to the channel, what the flip are you doing?
My old ways had to throw away. Turn to the Father, help me obey. Before I fall in sin, I gotta go pray. Help my biggest.
Today, I am starting a weekly vlog this Sunday. Today is Sunday, January. No, I'm sorry. Today I'm starting a weekly vlog. Today is February 4th, 2024. This is probably my first vlog of the year, excluding my Houston vlog because technically I finished that vlog during 2023. Secondly, I got braces and I actually recorded some clips while I was at the original orthodontist, but there's actually tea. I'm supposed to go and get my tooth pulled tomorrow. I'll probably vlog on the way there, y'all. I'm not sure what it's gonna give. I just don't want to give the girls scared, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go get my tooth pulled tomorrow. First time getting a tooth pulled at my big age. I'm 21 years old with braces. It just doesn't get any worse than that. I mean, you want to take my tooth out. So anyways, I'm on call tonight and I'm probably gonna take a nap. It's 3:13. So it's 3:13 and I am probably gonna take like a little 45-minute nap before I go get the phone from downstairs, and I might study tonight. We'll see. It's about 10 o'clock maybe. No, it's like 9 o'clock and I'm on call. I haven't got any calls. I'm so excited and glad and grateful that I haven't got any calls, but I did want to go in and do some work. So I ended up doing I finished my dean letter. I also did the rounds, my first set of rounds. I reviewed some lab notes and I'm about to take my Module 2 lab quiz, and then I kind of just like figure out what I'm gonna do after that. And I'm gonna be showered by 11 o'clock. So I have approximately an hour and 30 minutes to get my life together. I want to do a montage of me just doing my skincare. I think I'm gonna do that. So, get some floss. I know folks probably be like, how do you floss your teeth? I actually watched this video of this girl before I got my braces, and she basically taught me how to floss without it interfering with your brackets. So you literally just slide it through. You hit it with that C motion. So, good morning. I am slightly nervous. I'm like a 5 out of 10 nervous because I don't want to feel it. But it's okay. I'm a thug. I'm a G. But yeah, I've been here for like 40 minutes. So yeah, I'll see y'all when I don't have this tooth. So I know I was supposed to come on here like hours and hours ago, but check this out. I actually took a nap. I ended up sleeping from like 10:43 till like 1, gone. I have been going to sleep a lot earlier too, so that could have been why. But I'm actually at the comments right now. Y'all, is it giving snacker tooth? I'm not showing y'all my mouth. I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna talk with my lip pursed from now on. But anywho, I have about another hour before I go to I have another hour before I end up going back to my next RA interview. The first one went pretty smooth. Like, it wasn't bad at all. The only thing is just like writing the notes and all that stuff, but I'm KT, I get things done. Secondly, I need to be studying for this test. I have a quiz, y'all, and I don't know what it is about these sciences, but like science courses intimidate me to where like I won't even study because I feel intimidated by the information. But it's almost like crazy because I get even more intimidated when I wait longer to study. So that's kind of where we're in this predicament. He has this like, he has a quiz loaded, and I have not looked at the material, y'all, like at all. So I'm like, I don't want to give the girls fail because I literally just passed anatomy with like flying colors. So what's really tea? I am gonna finish a few other assignments like all that other stuff. But I really want to just crack down, y'all, and study something so I don't fail it completely, you know. The only other thing is my book isn't loading and I haven't been in class, and I don't want to walk all the way over there just so he can show me how to do a book. This interview I did today ran over 2:30, so that was all the motivation I needed not to go to class.
See, I've been watching you for a while. You smile and stuff, but I know if I can.
I just left my prenatal meeting. That was really smooth. It was like an hour, like exactly an hour. So it wasn't too bad. I think some things that I'm considering are just doing leadership for prenatal society. Also doing, I'm already an RA. So that's signified. But I also want to get some volunteer hours in, and also for this summer doing heavy shadowing, like heavy shadowing. I don't know, we're gonna get that squared away. But I will say, just I don't feel any anxiety, I don't feel any nervousness, but I think I feel what you feel when you realize something is about to get real. Like you realize your life, you're committing to a thing and you have to go through with it. Like I feel like I've wanted to go to dental school since I was 8 years old. But 8 years old as opposed to me being 22, it's like a significant time bracket. So it's like, dang, like now junk is real. When you start talking about money, talking about cost, and it's like, so, but anywho, UAB is a top school that I'm trying to go to because I think it's by far one of the most cheapest dental schools you can go to. It's in Birmingham, so it's not too far from home. The only other thing would be me finding living arrangements. There is a dental school in Montgomery, but the last place I want to be is Montgomery, y'all. That's the last place I want to be. Although I would be able to save a lot of money on probably food, probably living arrangements, but I think that it'll probably be better or a bit more beneficial for me to live in Birmingham. So yeah, y'all. Anyways, tonight I'm gonna be doing some studying. I'm about to clean up my room a little bit, and yeah. Sure. Devontae, you about to go? Yeah. Bye. Hello. Hey. Don't you got a class?
But that's different.
She ate you up.
That's different.
I was at she was tired.
You talking about her grades?
I can't change my
Bro, she said she made a 47. I'm supposed to clap?
I can't change my grade. I can't change my height.
Guys, I took my tooth out. You want to see?
No. Do you have it in your pocket?
I almost brought it over here. Not gonna lie to you.
That's so cute.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
You said that's so cute. Yeah, me either. Like it's a business. What happened? Hey, how are you?
Hey, the Birmingham teacher gave it to me today.
What is this?
It's ginger ale, but it's really spicy.
Yeah, I got that.
I ain't never heard no spicy ginger
It's
ale.
good, guys.
I mean, I don't
the heck?
care how good stuff is. I only drink water.
You had a flu shot.
I know, but what if I had a
Say hi to my vlog. Come back.
Can I get her a package?
Don't say hello to my vlog. Say hello to my vlog.
Yo.
You're not even in. Oh, you are. Say hey.
Can you hold on? I'm doing
You
my
act like
job.
you have to be focused on everything. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. I'm gonna give a fit check, okay? So shoes.
It's probably all of it's not gonna be on sound.
Shit.
What the heck?
Are you getting interviewed by the RCL that wants you? Like for their
No,
meeting?
it's super random. Like you might be in there with somebody from like the upper heads. Usually the way they'll have it is they'll have an RA, you'll have like an upper head, and then you'll have like a RLC from just a random building.
Okay. That's all that's all I was confused on.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? It is me. I know I have stuff on my face. I am doing my skincare. I have to go to class at 11. It's like 10:35. So I'm gonna need this to dry in the next like 2 seconds. Maybe. But I have on my lips a different combo than usual. It's like a club hopper on a liner and a butterscotch Carmex under the butterscotch. Because butterscotch, if you know anything about new, what are they called? NYX lip line? What are they called? Butter glosses. If you know anything about NYX's butter glosses, you know that them boys are so drying. I don't know if it's just my lips, but my lips do not fool with butterscotch like the lip liners, because my lips be so dry and peely. But I just go to class at 11 o'clock. I'm probably gonna give the girls a little late today. I didn't go to my first class, y'all, because my legs are so sore, and I know he was gonna have a workout, and I'm like, I'm not gonna just stand there and not do it. So Told you though. Honestly, this week has been very like, I haven't done much, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't really picked this way up, but I did babysit, but like I said, like it's so chill. Like it's like I don't be doing nothing. But I will be at the desk this whole weekend, so I probably still won't record just because of HERPA and my job. Today, like I said, I have stats, and then I have Planet Management Fitness, the most boring class you can think of. Then I also have to call UAB because my password has been like giving the girls like, what are you doing? Like it's not been working. Like I'll reset it, then it don't work no more. So I'm like, you trying to play with me? So I gotta call them to see what's going on with that. I'm excited to go to the orthodontist. I go to the orthodontist on the 28th or 29th. I'm so excited to be there and see what colors I choose. Let's see. So they took this tooth out, y'all, and they're gonna like shift them together and put my wires on. So that's the tea. And then today I go to the desk from 3 to 6. I don't have a staff meeting or anything tonight, so I will do some work tonight. I gotta study, like I have to study because it's like giving the girls, you made a 67 on your quiz. So yeah. So I figured I'll show you guys what I'm wearing. I have on these yoga bubble line pants from Amazon. They are the best quality yoga pants I've ever had. $30 to $35 up here, and I got that. Then there's 37 inches on the inseam. Yes? Okay. And then I have my New Balances. These are the old and faithful. I got these about 4 or 5 years ago. Love them. And I have just another UAB shirt because you have to rep UAB if you're gonna be at the desk, period. And I have some gold jewelry on the fingers. Always love that. And for the ears, we just have doubled up today. And yeah, and then the face because only one of these. So why? So as I allow my face to dry, I asked my mom this question, and I was like, Mom, why do you think, y'all, please act like you don't see that. I was like, Mom, why do you think that God provided for me to go to school for free? He gave me the RA job. He gave me the scholarship. He gave me all the things that I needed essentially to go to school for free. And I was like, Mom, why do you think that? He was like, because he's just good. I was like, that's the only reason why? And then just now when I was sitting here praying, I was like, that's literally the only reason why. God is just so good that he will do stuff like that. He'll provide for you substantially. He'll give you the desires of your heart. And as long as they align with his will. And it was God's will for me to be in school. It's God's will for me to go to dental school. It's God's will for me to break generational curses and bounds, all those things. It's his will. So of course he's gonna provide for his will. But it blew my mind for a second because I'm like, so you just did it because that's just who you are? You just did it because you just good like that? Like, that's all you did? That's the only reason why you did it? And I started thinking, well, maybe it's because I gave tithes. Me tithing probably helped showcase my faithfulness and my expectation that he would provide. But overall, me tithing is not the reason why I got my school provided for. Because my tithes, I don't make that much money. My tithes probably could never amount to the amount of money it's taken to, or costed to go to school here. I guarantee you I haven't given $31,000. I know I haven't. So it just put it into perspective for me because I was like, dang, why did God provide? And it's simply because he's just good. It's no work that I could have done. It's just nothing that I could have done. Now, of course, my faith without works is dead. So if I didn't do the scholarships, if I didn't have the prayer, if I didn't do the work, if I didn't do all those other things, then of course it wouldn't have been, I gotta get God something to work with. It's not that God couldn't do it without me, but I need to see it if you're as invested as I am in what you want. And I was like, shout out to you, God. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Bye. So I just had my first class. I was so stressed because I walked in there 20 minutes late, all calm, knowing I don't fool with math like that. So that was my fault for being late. But I didn't want to come in my face wasn't dry. So, you know, I was praying and doing my thing. But nevertheless, God helped me get it done. I understood 80 to 90% of it, so that's good for me. And I'm about to go to my next class at like 12:30. So that's the tea. I didn't want to bring my big jacket today because I knew the weather was gonna go up. See, that's what's wrong. Yeah, I don't check the weather. But can we talk about my favorite snack? Go. My favorite snack. Now, I feel like they should make a, you know how they had the munchies? They should make a white cheddar Cheez-Its mix with some beef jerky, and that would be super good. I would buy that. So maybe I should just invent that. Actually, I think I'm going to create that invention and put it on the market, and then hopefully it does numbers so that I can get a check on top of my teeth check. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already gonna be putting on braces and jump, and then, you know, I'm gonna have all the black clients and all the white clients and the Hispanic clients too, and they're gonna be in my office. I probably will call the office, not sure what I would call it. Damn, I should think about that. I'm probably gonna call the office. Yeah, I can't tell y'all, but I'll let y'all know when I go how class goes. This class is gonna be kind of boring, so I've already prepped myself for that experience. So yeah, I see y'all.
He's taught me the accuracy.
I see y'all with my eyes. It's so good. My goodness. What's up, y'all? It's me again. It is currently February 12th, and I'm about to get ready really quickly. Nothing crazy, I promise. I need to go to Walmart. I also need to go to Aldi, and I'm also hungry. So the plan for today is to study the entire night. Thinking maybe 5 to 12 type of thing. Basically, the reasoning for that is simply because I procrastinated again. I did do that, and I know and I understand. One second. Oh yeah. Initially, that was the plan for me to not procrastinate and to just go in full kill, 30 minutes a day, right? I couldn't do it, y'all. I don't know. It's a spirit, and I've been praying about the spirit to be released, because why are they trying to play me like I didn't just pass anatomy, bro? I'm going to go to Walmart, and I also need to go to, what's that place called? I'm going to go to Milo's, Walmart, and then Aldi. I need to pick up some baby wipes, some detergent preferably, maybe some Lysol wipes while I'm at it, and pick some more broccoli and some chicken breasts. So I'm mostly going to be shopping there, but I don't like to get certain things from Aldi because it just doesn't give the girls authentic. My braids are going on 2 months in about 2 weeks. That was a goal. I have done some over because, girl, when I tell y'all, it was looking like 8 weeks plus. It loves to be in these braids. When I tell you, it be like, thank you, girl. So I was like, well, I will say, y'all, the length isn't lengthening, but when I first did my braids, like the first night, y'all, my hair was, I kid you not, it was right here. I kid you not, I inserted a clip on y'all tail because it was looking very much length. Acne.org cleanser, the entire regimen at that. Also, I want to make a video about interpreting dreams because I find that God speaks to me through my dreams heavy, about not just myself, but other people as well. So I think that that would be something that I could really, not necessarily teach you guys how to do, because I think that that's just, it's either something, it's one of those things you either got or you don't. So I want to help the people who do or think that they dream prophetically, help you identify whether or not you do and what to do with those dreams. And it's actually, it's rather simple, you know, and learning to distinguish and disassociate God's word from your word, from this Satan's word, all those different things. Let's not put that there. So yeah, I think that would really help some people. So please stay tuned for a prophetic dreaming video, and I'll try to give you guys some scriptural backings, and really highlight how there are so many people, so many important figures in the Bible who were prophetic dreamers. They visualize prophetically. That's the thing, where God would come to them and speak to them in their visions, and they would essentially know what step to take as a result of that. The next thing I like to do is get my eyebrows, y'all. I don't even go a day without doing my eyebrows now, because like once I started, I got this got to be, and I know y'all probably like, that is very ghetto, but I saw and I noticed that the girls were using wax. Then I was like, to be gonna hold me down. And when I tell you got to be has not failed me yet. She has not failed me yet. I'm gonna zoom in for y'all and show y'all this work. Got to be has not failed me since I've been using her. Get the difference, please. Please and thank you. So I went with this follow shirt simply because I could not find the actual shirt. And then there are like these pants that, what's the word, flare? I just do gold jewelry. Or actually, so I'm gonna go for this watch. Y'all, this is literally the chillest. It's some very chill stuff. I just need to go to the store. Let's talk to me, baby. And I'm probably gonna just carry a purse and put my infamous howling jacket on. Have an extra battery, phone, card, and let's get it. Can we please talk about how good that Milo's milkshake was? It had a sweetness to it. It was almost too sweet, but it was like borderline where it's like, okay, I can get down with this. But I think that's the sweetest milkshake I've ever had. It was something about it that it just was so different. But anyways, I was talking to myself essentially, and I began to think about type. And I'm starting to think that when I have these thoughts that God just wants me to record, because I be having like whole conversations in my mind where I'm like, I could just record this. But I hope you guys can hear me clearly. But what I was thinking about was just how God had pretty much taken me through a process of ripping up my own list per se. And I know you guys can think about, I spoke about this on TikTok, but I know you guys can think of, when you think about ripping up your list, you think of Michael Todd, where he had this series about literally ripping up the things, ripping up the list, writing down the things that you thought were must-haves, end-all be-alls, or you wasn't going for it. But what he really like went into detail about in that sermon or that series was, hey, like, you can have a bunch of things that you prefer, things that you think are important, but really those things are not as important as you've made them to be. And then my spirit thought about the scripture, Jeremiah 17:9 or 6, one or the other, where it talks about the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. And although we don't, I guess, purposely have preferences that are meant for the ending, a lot of the times when your heart gets into some things, you find yourself in someone's bed, you find yourself giving your virginity up, you find yourself all kinds of different things. You find yourself doing things that you never said that you would do. But because the heart is so deceitful and because it makes wicked decisions, there's really not much to show for it once your heart is in it. So I started thinking like, dang, like, God, here you go. You can have my preferences, because my preferences have not done anything but have me crying on the wall, sliding down, in the bed, curled up in a fetal position. But when I say that I believe in Christ, I believe that all things work together for my good. I believe that he knows all my plans. His plans are to prosper me. You know what I'm saying? I know all these different scriptures, but I can't even trust him in my dating life, which is, I think, the second most important decision that you'll ever make. The first one is giving your life to Christ, and the second one is the person that you marry. So why can't we trust God with our preference? But for me, God had to take me through a thing where he was like, hey, look, the man you think you're gonna be with, you will not be with him. And I was like, okay. It wasn't what I expected. I thought the person that I was gonna be with was gonna be 6'8". I thought he was gonna play basketball and he was gonna be 270. God said, absolutely not. That's not who I called you to be with. And it took a process for me to start relinquishing the things that I had wanted. But if I just begin to think about how, like, we want these preferences, we have all these preferences, but every time we prefer a thing, we're in the bed crying. I'm like, why do your preferences always lead you into heartache? I'm like, but why can't I trust the person who I know, or at least I say has all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord? Why do I say and profess those things, but I won't even trust God with my preferences? And it's not that I'm saying you can't have a thing where you like, dang, I sure would like a chocolate man. You know what I'm saying? God knows your desires. God literally knows your desires, and half the time God be ahead of us anyways. Most of the time, all the time, God's already ahead of our thinking anyways. So I think that just don't get so lost in the sauce where it's like he gotta be 6'8", he gotta be 295 pounds, he gotta play basketball, and he gotta love Jesus. Half the time he might be 6'2", 215, but he really, really loved Jesus. So just think about it from a perspective of God has already intricately placed me and another person together in the spiritual realm, and it's just a matter of time before it manifests in the physical. Am I willing to let something so intricate and crafty go for something that I just thought up in my mind? I said no. I said, God, you can have it. So when people say, KT, like, dang, you agree with what God told you? I'm like, yeah. What you mean? I'm like, if you don't believe it, then who else is gonna believe it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, if God wants me to be with, now I'm not gonna be funny and say that it wouldn't have been harder for me to, if God told me that I was gonna be with somebody 5'6" and I'm 6 foot, I'm not gonna lie to you, that would have been a lot. But I think when it came to just letting my preferences down and go where they were, it was a lot for me. It was an adjustment. But I began to realize, like, when you lay your preferences down and surrender it to Christ, I promise you, you'll forget about everything you said that this person you wish had. You'll forget that bro didn't even have that job, like, or the girl, like, it's like you literally are almost, you become blind to those things that used to blind you before. Like, for example, you used to be blinded by, oh, if he's not 6 foot, I'm not talking to him. Y'all, I was that type of girl. I wasn't gonna talk to anybody who wasn't at least 6 foot. But the thing about that is, it just gives the girls blockage. It gives the girls cell junction. You know what I'm saying? But allow God to remove the cell junction and let him fill the gap. That's really just my spiel on preferences. I feel like you guys should let that junk go. I'm not saying he got to be ugly. I'm just saying, if you trust God and you say that you believe in him, you think and say that he has all these great things in store for you, allow him to have full reign over the person that you decide to be with, because we are thinking about how marriage has nothing to do with you. You are just a vessel to get it done. Marriage comes at a kingdom expense, and you just happen to gain and benefit from it in some aspects, but truly it's not for you. Essentially, you are helping to prepare your partner to meet Christ, and that's a big responsibility. And it's not all about cuddling up and having sex. Those are some things that you benefit from, but that is not solely why you are getting married. I hope not. But anyways, I'm gonna head back over to the dorm because y'all wasted all my time. It was raining and then all kinds of different stuff. It took them so long to swipe my Blazer Bucks card. But yeah, I'm gonna be studying, and that's probably all I'm gonna talk to y'all today about. So I'll see y'all. Peace.
help me fix my gaze upon the cross. If you're in me, nothing can be a loss. I put my face in the dust and declare your holy.
So I am about to start studying. I'm probably gonna try to go to sleep at 12 today and then wake up at 5 and hit it again from here. But it's okay. I'm not gonna stress myself out. If I flunk this first test, that's my fault. However, I'm definitely gonna give the girl study next time. Now that I know what his tests are gonna be like. The first one was always like a gauger. I made a 71 on my first test, which turned out to be a pretty much consistent average in anatomy, but instead I got like an 83 the next time. I got like a 77 on the last one and like an 80 on the third one. So I think I did pretty good. But anyways, that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. So I will check in with y'all. Can y'all really get into like the length? Like the hair just does her thing. So yeah, y'all. I wanted to do whiteboard, but I feel like whiteboard is gonna just be like a distractor for me, but I also feel like it will probably help me. But the only other thing is I can't find any more. I don't know where my markers are. I think I've used them all. So I can do this way. Actually, I think that's the next plan. The plan is to go to the camp cave and study. So I'm just going to pack my little 4 markers. I ordered these markers a while ago, y'all, not gonna lie, because at first when I started anatomy, I started like on some grind stuff, like grind nation type of thing, and I was like, dang, I really want to give anatomy my all. And I don't think I gave it my all, but I definitely gave it a good push. Like if I had to rate how much of anatomy I gave, how much of my, what am I trying to say? If I had to gauge how much of my effort I gave anatomy, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. No smoke at all. But just with my procrastination issue that we're dealing with at this current moment, it's giving physiology like a 1. Like, not even joking. So I was really distracted, and I actually received a prophecy not too long ago that was talking about not getting distracted, staying the course, and I got distracted. And I think that's another reason why God ended up doing what he did. I can't really speak on it right now, but God ended up kind of like taking something temporarily from me because I didn't listen to prophecy. Now that I just think about it, I got distracted, but I'm not sad about, well, I am sad, but I'm not mad at God because I always know that what God is doing is purposeful and it's not to, I guess you could say, take a gift back or something per se, but it's more so to keep me on course, and because there are goals and things that I have to get done that I can't get done if I'm distracted. So if you don't want to be distracted, if you have someone or a person, a place, or a thing that's distracting you from getting what you need done, if you don't remove it, and I think something else that's so interesting is that I think that God will begin to remove things that are distractors for you when it prevents you from getting to the place that he needs you to be. Now, this is different from just something that I wanted to do. This is just a, a regular thing, which of course my distractions can keep me from getting to those things. But when there is purpose attached to, or like ministry attached to where God has you, I think that's when God is a lot more intentional with taking those things away from you, because there's a purpose for you to go to where you needed to go. So if you're not handling your business in order to get to where you need to be, then God will strip away the things that are preventing you from getting there. And that can be in all kinds of instances. So I hope that makes sense. Let's go study.
Yeah. We almost threw it away. Hey Dre, you remember? I look at God. Throw it up. Yeah. Throw away. Throw away. My old ways had to throw away. Turn to the Father, help me obey. Before I fall in sin, I gotta go pray. Help. My biggest enemy, Satan, this world itself. Before we get in our feelings, we should just think about how God felt.
So we're going on about 2 hours, maybe a little bit more than 2 hours. It's going pretty good. I've just been taking breaks between, all I'm doing is just memorizing lecture notes. I'm not doing anything special. but I'll show y'all what I have going on. So this is what we got. We got conjugated proteins, glycosylated molecules, and then I'm learning the shorthands for this. Just learning what the name of it is and then what the way to write it is. Currently, I'm on chapter 2 and I have approximately 4 more PowerPoints to learn. Luckily, they're not too bad. So I'm probably gonna stop though. I'm stopping at 10:45-ish, 10:46, and taking a shower and I'm going to sleep. Okay. Hey, so I am in a rush. I need to go downstairs and I work at 2 and it's 1:06, and I also have to go talk to my RC. So that's what we're doing. I have on a rum colored shirt. It's 1:60. It's 1:06, okay? And I can't see. Does this look crazy in the back? Boom. And then what's up, y'all? It's me again. It is February 13th, 2024, and let me tell you guys about my day. So today I didn't really pick up the camera. I did when I was getting ready, but not much because I've been just, this is me every day. It's currently 11:07. It's 11:07 and I'm just now getting ready to, I guess I'm about to lay my head down. I really should edit this vlog. So I actually went to sleep around maybe like 1 or 2. I was watching a podcast and I just got hungry. So I just cooked some rice. And y'all know rice, good rice, take about 20 minutes. So, and I ended up watching the entire podcast after that. So then I thought that I was gonna get up at 5 in the morning and study for this test that I just took. No, I woke up around 7. And I think I woke up around 6-ish. And I actually had an appointment to go, like a check-in appointment or check-up appointment for my tooth because y'all know I'm missing a tooth now. According to the girls, my tooth is healing well. So I honestly, I was so sleepy. I was just like, am I really about to drive to Vestavia for them to look at my mouth and tell me that it's healed when I already know that, right? So I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep and then I decided to sleep for 4 more hours. Apparently, I didn't wake up till about 11 o'clock or so. Fiddled around, then I realized, dang, I have to go to work at 2. So I studied for about maybe 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and then my RLC needed to meet with me, so we met, and then I was just like, it was 1 o'clock by that time, so I was like, oh snap. I had to get ready super fast, and then I also had to go to Milo's. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to go to Milo's to get some food. Then I got to work. I got to work right at 2 o'clock, y'all. I thought I was gonna be late because I was gonna get some gas. And then my gas tank was like empty. I'm like, whoa, babes, like you just had 2 gallons. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? But anyways, I ended up making it. I decided not to get gas because I was like, I'm gonna be late, and I don't want to be late for work if I don't have to be late, right? So I ended up not getting gas, and I just parked the car. The Lord provided a parking spot. So anywho, went to work. Work was pretty smooth. It was so many packages, y'all. Y'all seen what it's like to work in the package room, so I didn't film. I actually needed to go get Chick-fil-A sandwiches because I hosted, and well, alongside my coworkers, I hosted a event tonight, and yeah, we did that. Got the Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Didn't have to wait a second, y'all. I probably was in there for 5 minutes, and I was like, praise the Lord for that. Got there right at 6 o'clock because 6:30 because I also had to go get some gas. Gas went smooth. Gas was like almost $40, y'all. But I'm not gonna complain because gas like that used to be like $45, like last year. No, like 2 years ago. But anywho, so program went smooth. I'm not sure how many people came. But I kind of just chatted up with some more of my staff members, and we just chilled, kicked it. And then I went back up here. I stressed a little bit about this test that I just took because I was like, God, I know I didn't study. Lord, I know I didn't. But God is so good. He always is, y'all. So I ended up making an 81 on the test. All stress is relief at this point, so now I can just kind of chill out. But I definitely want to make sure that I put more effort into studying for the class because, y'all, I literally passed anatomy with flying colors. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do this, considering the teacher is a lot less. He's just not as, you know what I'm saying? He's just not that type of teacher. So I'm really gonna put my best foot forward this time for this next test starting tomorrow, and really just start studying for like an hour a day. If I can't do an hour a day, do 30 minutes, babe. Like, I want to be more transparent about my singleness on my channel, on my platform, because it's a real thing. It's something that I'm experiencing at this very moment. And I think that you can be kind of, it's like, you don't want to tell too much of your business, just period, because especially what God has told you, believe that God has prophesied certain things over your life. You don't want to be too telly. But I also want to, especially if I'm giving you guys these vlogs, I want to be able to show you guys and the things that I'm experiencing at my age, while it's being involved in all the things that I'm in, all these different things. Like, just, I want you guys to see what it's like. So I will share a little bit about my singleness, and I know I've made videos about being single. That's completely different because I'm not really telling y'all nothing for real, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm telling you guys practical things that I'm experiencing, but I'm not saying, hey, God has did this. This is about my singleness, right? But anyway, so I am obviously single. We're going on 3 years single in June. That's insane. But it's really not. So we're going on 3 years single. And I'm not sad about it, but I will say that I think just while being in my waiting season, that's what I'll say. Being in my waiting season, they might be like, what are you waiting for? Y'all know. Okay. Just being in my waiting season, it's had its ups and downs over this past a year and a half, almost 2 in May. It's been a very interesting experience. It's been like, I've had super high highs and I've had some lows, you know what I'm saying? I've never just been in the pit, but I've been close. I've been real close. Yeah. But I think that just daily I'm working on allowing God to be my EMS, truly. Like, I will say that although I don't have all these close friendships, it's allowed me to really just approach God. Hey, like, God, this is how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly how I'm feeling right now. And it's helped me to talk to him before I talk to anybody else, because, you know what I'm saying, there's just no one around that would really understand what I'm experiencing. Even if I gave them all the details in the world, it's too complex, it's too God, like, I'm sorry, it is. But I think that it's not hard to stay encouraged, but sometimes it is, because I feel like I've gotten so, it's like, here's the car, here's the garage. I'm gonna give y'all this direction. Here's the car, here's the garage. I've been so close to the garage opening that it seems that as soon as I get close to the garage just says, it closes immediately. So I'm unable to get into the garage, right? And that's the part that's been really hard for me, because I'm like, God, like, bro, like, why would you, like, this is what I used to fight with before, like maybe last year, maybe the year before that, who knows? Really the year before that, because we're going on 2 years. So the first year when I first got the word from the Lord about marriage and things of that nature, I think that it was a lot of hope. Like, I just like, God, I just want you, you know what I'm saying? I want you to make this happen, pop, pop, pop. And I felt like I had gotten so close to the garage at times, but the garage was just not open, y'all. Like, that boy would not open, and I began to feel so discouraged in my faith. Like, I was like, God, why would you do this to me? Why would you have me thinking that the garage was gonna open? It was never gonna open. And then later on, the garage would open. Like, the garage would open this time, and it would open for a little bit. And I will say, in the past, I ain't gonna get no timelines, but I will say that recently the garage looked like it was open. It just one time to drive in there, you know what I'm saying? But before, the garage just would not open, but it would seem like it was about to. Nevertheless, going through those ups and downs and trying to understand what God is doing, but also trust in his word and not utilize the stopping blocks as an excuse to doubt what God has said and what I believe he has said, has been a challenge for me. I hope you guys can read through that. I just really hope you can. But that's been the part for me where it's like, God, like, bro, like, how many times are we gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've like, y'all, I've been so faithful. Like, I've been so faithful to this promise. I have trusted God in this promise more than I've trusted God for anything else. And it's not necessarily because it's the promise, but I think this has truly been the main thing that's tested my faith as much as it's tested it. I think that once I got the word from God, it triggered my relationship with him on such a deeper level where I began to realize, hey, I dream prophetically. Hey, God speaks to me in this way. And it just really built my relationship with Christ. I think God utilized that to grow closer to me, so for me to grow closer to him. But nevertheless, that's been the part where I'm like, this singleness jump, I think faith is not easy. But I will say that I've stayed so faithful to this promise, and I believe God so bad, y'all. I believe him so bad. And yeah, that's really it. Just trying to stay encouraged, trying to still believe the promises and the prophecies and not allow the enemy to twist and skew what I believe. I guess building off of the things that I've seen and experienced, and utilizing that as, what is it, like ammunition to keep pressing forward. It's hard, you know. And you know, I know a lot of people be like, didn't you just say to be content in your singleness? Da, 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 da. But y'all, my situation's so different though. Like, I don't desire a relationship, right? Okay, of course I want to be in a relationship. I want those things to come out of life for me. I want to be in a marriage, but it's not something that I have to have right now. Like, I understand and realize the place that I'm in right now. No. But when you feel like you've gotten so close to the promise and the thing that the Lord has told you, hey, this is it, or at least you feel like, based off of the things that are happening, is God, I guess, opening that door, and it seems like the door's closed shut, but then it opens again. I feel like I get this false hope where I'm like, not that I be like, yeah, I'm gonna get into a relationship tomorrow. It don't even be that, but it just be like, dang God, like every hope I had, I don't even know if I should have it anymore. I'm gonna go into detail about this soon, but I hope that this is just a spiel to really get it off my heart. So I hope y'all this makes sense. Not sure how long this vlog gonna be, but this may be the end of the vlog, y'all. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this vlog, please subscribe to the channel. Y'all do a lot of talking, I do a lot of yapping, and I do a lot of praying too, you know what I'm saying? But again, I appreciate you guys for subscribing to the channel, even though I don't post as much. I pray that singleness series really helped you guys, and I'll continue to post. I think the next 2 videos I have is the prophetic dreaming video, about really showing you guys how to interpret or determine whether or not you dream prophetically, and how to interpret your dreams, and things of that nature. And I think the second video, I can't remember, but yeah, so peace.